PowerShell's ValidateDrive validation attribute allows you to mandate that a given path must reside on a drive that you have specified. In this example function, I'm using the ValidateDrive attribute within square brackets to specify that the value being provided to my path parameter must reside on either my D drive or in my current user registry hive. When I run this function referencing a path on my C drive, I get an error message because the drive C is not one of my approved drives, either D or current users. However, if I run this with a path on my D drive, the function runs successfully. Likewise, if I were to run this against a path in my registry, assuming of course that that path is in the current user hive. Finally, this also works for relative paths, and it will take into account the drive that you are currently on. So I am currently on my C drive, and when I pass a relative path, I get an error because yet again, I'm using my C drive, which is not a valid drive. It's important to note that this isn't testing the validity of the entire path, it is only looking at the drive. It's also possible to use this validation attribute outside of functions to validate the contents of a variable. To do that, specify ValidateDrive within square brackets, and then within parentheses, list your allowed drives. In this case, I've specified the current user registry hive. Then specify the name of your variable, in my case, current user reg, and then you can assign a value to it. In this case, I'm trying to assign a local machine path from the registry. When I run this, I get an error. Notice that the error isn't as user-friendly as if you were to do this within a function, but now, if I change this to a current user path, it runs successfully. That's been the ValidateDrive attribute. Thank you for watching.